Good morning everyone, it is day one of my new challenge of eating less than 2,000 calories per day. It's not early, I definitely didn't get up on time this morning. I've got a feeling it's because I didn't have a lot of sleep the night before, so I think my body's trying to catch up on sleep today. I really struggled to get out of bed this morning. We've got Lyra, hi Lyrie! We've got Lyra with us chilling on the shoulder this morning. Quaffle is actually upstairs hiding with Jason. Because this morning I'm probably going to end up going work late, I'm going to try and have a healthy breakfast anyway, so we are going to have some porridge, raspberries, milk, maybe a bit of jam, but I'm also going to record it to make sure that I'm not having too many calories this morning. But I am going to treat myself to a hot chocolate. I just put all my food in for today and I'm just trying to find the marshmallow to add the marshmallow on from a hot chocolate. Compared to yesterday, we're doing well. So far, this morning's breakfast has come to 737 calories, which is still quite high, but that's because, you know, hot chocolate. Hot chocolate alone is nearly 200 calories. Or should I say, the hot chocolate with the flump and with the honey is nearly 200 calories. If I had it without the flump and the honey, it'd probably only actually be about 120 calories. The flump and the honey is what boosts it up. And again, for this meal, it's like the oats are only 188 to 200 calories, which is normal. Raspberries, 26 calories. Jam, slightly high, 76. The milk, again, slightly high, 76. Why has that put 2 lots of milk on? I just realised that's got 2 lots of milk on. That's not meant to have 2 lots of milk. Restart. So far, our breakfast has come to 661 calories. Doing really, really well. And then I've also put my lunch on there as well, which is the Huel. The flavour's actually wrong, but we're not going to worry about that right now. But the Fuel only comes to 400, so far today we're up to 1,061 calories for 2 meals. That's a lot better than 1,500 for one.
Not even started the walk, Coco. Oh, thank you. Thank you for whacking me with sticks as usual. Not even started the walk and Coco's already hitting me with sticks and collecting sticks because I won't give her a tennis ball. Go! Looking a bit muddy today. Coco, leave that tree alone. Oh, it bit me. It bit me. The tree bit me. Go, you're biting the tree, love. About to start my last walk of the day and I'm actually rather tired. I think I might have a bit of anemia setting in. Very weary, very lightheaded and very tired. I might need a power nap when I get home. And I think this might be one of the reasons why I started having Basil. He's very excited to go on his walk. I think this is one of the reasons I started having high carbohydrate breakfasts, because when I have a high carbohydrate breakfast, I don't get tired, I don't get anemic through the day. Don't know why, but I don't. The one morning I don't have a carbohydrate breakfast and I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep on my feet. Whoosh!
Good Friday morning, everyone. If you can't tell, I've not long got out of bed. I feel great. I didn't get up on time again today, unfortunately, but there was a reason for that. Last night, me and Jason went to free dive training, but we went depth free diving training, which we can only do in certain locations, and this particular location was an hour's drive away from where we live. To go that training, obviously an hour there, an hour back, we didn't actually get home until like 11:30 at night, and then we were both starved. We were both starving when we got home, so we had a quick snack. I just had a couple of buns with a bit of butter on because I knew I was getting towards the end of my calorie limit. Just a couple of like bread tiger buns with a bit of butter on them, just because I knew I was getting towards the end of my calorie limit. I'm getting really pissed off by this. Battery low, powering off. It's at 70-80% battery. I'm just scared this camera's gonna go off on me again. So I wanted something quick and easy to eat, but also something low in calories because I'd already got quite close to my calorie limit. So I just had a couple of tiger buns with some butter and I added it to my calories, and this is my calories for yesterday. As you can see, I did go slightly over 2,000, but that was due to my snack at the end of the day, and I did go training, so I can kind of get away with a couple more calories on that day. Not something I'm happy about though, but it's something we're going to work on. At least it's better than what I had the day before. Yesterday, I also got myself a new Garmin. This is the Garmin, oh, which one is it? Intense? I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of my Garmin. I absolutely love Garmin watches. I've always loved Garmin watches. They're amazing. I had my last one for about 6 or 7 years before it eventually died on me. It was so good and I miss it so much, and I really wanted the same one again, but it's no longer in production. But I had to go with a different one. So I ended up getting this one because I prefer the smaller sizes, and I also like the colour. The colour's pretty nice as well. When you're doing any form of exercise or fitness and you're trying to lose weight, it's always good to know, in my opinion, what your daily calorie burn is, what your daily steps are, and how much exercise and energy you're actually making in order to work out how much you should be eating. Because standard rule of weight loss is calories in versus calories out. And if you don't know what you're burning out, then you don't really know what to eat in, and vice versa. So I am hoping with this Garmin, I'll have a better idea of how many steps I'm doing every day, how many calories I'm burning every day, and then be able to work out how many calories I should be eating every day after this week's challenge. It's actually going to be very interesting to see just how much exercise I actually do. But for now, we need to go get breakfast. So let's go to the kitchen. We are going to have the exact same breakfast that we had yesterday. I've just finished work for the day and I cannot put into words how much I have missed having a Garmin on my goddamn wrist. This video is not sponsored, by the way. I don't have anywhere near enough subscribers or video views to even consider being sponsored by any company, but I love Garmin. I love Garmin so much. They have always been one of my favorites, and I do highly recommend them for anyone trying to track fitness. Because, it's so nice being able to see my steps for the day, being able to see my calorie count for the day, my calories burned for the day. And they've actually, since I've had a Garmin watch, they've actually updated the system as well, so that if you've had a particularly lazy day or quiet day, it actually deducts calories from your allowance. So if it knows I've had a sedentary day and I've not burned as near enough as many calories as I usually do, it actually tells my fitness pal I'm not allowed as many calories. It actually deducts calories from my daily calorie count, which is so freaking cool. I didn't know that was a thing anymore. Obviously, because I've now been walking with the dogs and stuff, you can barely see my face because of the sunlight. Look at it. Look, I'm blind. I'm blind. Because I obviously have done quite a lot of dog walking, it turns out my average steps on a daily basis is actually around 10,000, which is awesome. My hair is looking horrendous right now. But it looks like for my daily average from doing a minimum of 2 walks a day has been around 10,000 steps, which is great because that means I'm hitting the basic minimum fitness requirements
as recommended by government, blah, blah, blah. So the only thing I'm missing now is some intense exercise up to 3 times a week, which is great. That's actually good to know that I'm hitting a minimum of my step goals. But because of that, I've actually got quite a few more calories back than I anticipated. So I'm not going to lie, I'm going to treat myself tonight because I've still got to go free diving training. And one of my friends are training to compete. So they're doing a lot of big dives that I'm going to have to safety them on. So I'm going to be doing a fair bit of swimming. So for that reason, I'm going to be burning even more calories, hopefully. So I'm going to treat myself to a bigger meal. Hopefully I should still stay below my total calories.
Hi, Corf. Now Saturday, and unfortunately I didn't get up in time to go park run this morning. I was absolutely knackered, and it didn't help I didn't get back from free dive training till like 11:30 last night. So it was very knackering. But something I found interesting last night, Jinx, what? But something I found interesting about freediving training last night, just before I left for freediving training, I was really thirsty and I really wanted something warm. So I actually had a hot chocolate before I left. Now, something I actually didn't realise until I was wearing my new Garmin, I was really desperate for a drink before I went to freedive training last night, and I really wanted something warm, so I ended up having... Dark. Good morning, guys, and what an annoying morning it is. Oh, my back. Oh, my back hurts. It is currently Monday, so I've actually been doing this challenge for 4 days now, and it's kind of failed. On Thursday, I managed to eat around 2,300 odd calories. On Friday, about 2,600. I went a bit overboard. And then at the weekend, everything went to pot. I went out with a friend on Saturday and completely lost track of what I was eating. On Sunday, I didn't eat for over 3/4 of the day, and then just had one great big meal because I was in a rush and darting everywhere, and it just all went wrong. It all went wrong. I very miserably failed that challenge with a landslide. But I did still manage to eat around about 2,000 to 2,500 calories every day. And as a result, I've had a bit more progress and a bit more positivity when it comes to actual weight loss. My weight has started to dip. On Thursday, I was also way too excited about my Garmin. On Friday, even more so. When I was trying to vlog about why I was so excited about my Garmin and something that happened with it, the camera kept on shutting down. As a result, I got stressed and annoyed and infuriated and just ended up going stupid at the weekend. Didn't go crazy. Still sort of monitored my calories, and I was still within 2,000-ish calories. But even so, it wasn't a good idea on my part. However, using my new Garmin for the first 4 days has actually allowed me to get a lot of knowledge and insight on my actual regular life that I wasn't again aware of until I re-got a Garmin. And I've not had a Garmin for about 2 years, so I blame that as the reason that I've been failing. Garmin's very handy. That every time I have a cup of hot chocolates or a scoop of the chocolate that was in my car, I've ate it all, it would cause my heart rate to heavily spike because of the quantity of sugar, which I knew sugar made your heart rate spike anyway, but when you're trying to do a free dive and you need your heart rate to slow down, that's not a good thing. On Friday, I was desperate for a drink, absolutely desperate for a drink. I had a hot chocolate just before I left for free dive training, and then when I got to free dive training, my heart rate spiked to 125 beats per minute, up from 70 beats per minute up to 125 beats per minute, all because of this one hot chocolate. And I was absolutely bricking it, because it's like, this is why I'm struggling with free diving. This is why I'm struggling with my breath holds, because I keep on having high sugary drinks or foods prior to diving, which is causing my heart rate to spike, which is causing me to have a bad session. Now, thinking about it, that makes sense. But for some reason, it didn't make sense in my brain until Friday, because I could physically see my heart rate on my Garmin. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to restart my 2-week challenge from today. I've not got up on time today. I really didn't sleep well at the weekend. I was having nightmares. I only got about 4 hours sleep and everything. It was really bad. We are going to restart our 2,000 calorie challenge from today. So we're going to have the same breakfast that we was having on Thursday and Friday in order to make sure it's healthy and balanced and all that nonsense. I'm not going to worry too much about dinner just yet. I might have a Huel, but I'm also tempted to have a Huel before I go to free dive training. So I can't decide whether or not to have a Huel for dinner or not. But regardless, so we are going to try and restart the 2,000 calorie challenge from today, which is great because it's a Monday. So it kind of makes sense to start it at the start of the week and then have the weekend as a rest day. Day 3. Day 1 actually did very well. I can't remember if I actually recorded this information. So day 1 I did very well, and I managed to hit around 2,066 calories, which I'm not actually too fussed about. I'm not too fussed about that 66 because I managed to stay within the 2,000 range, which is much better than the 4,500 I was eating before. However, yesterday I forgot to track my calories, but I did have low-calorie foods. I didn't get a chance to have breakfast yesterday and I couldn't remember why, so I ended up just having a hot chocolate for breakfast. I had my Huel in the middle of the day and then I had about 1,000-calorie meal in the evening, and that was it. I know I've probably got less than 1,000 calories yesterday. I'm going to calculate it this morning. Hopefully I've stayed within the 2,000 calories. I'm pretty sure I have. This morning, on the other hand, I've just gone to make my breakfast again. Realised why I couldn't make my breakfast yesterday, because I have just gone to our fridge and we have no milk. In fact, our fridge is looking a bit bare. That's why I didn't have breakfast yesterday. I'm going to completely ignore that and use water instead, which is probably not going to be as nice or enjoyable, but at least then I've had breakfast.
So it's currently about 9:25 and I can't pick up my next group of dogs until after 12:30. Oh, sorry, not 25 past. It's currently starts again. So it's currently 12:25 and I can't pick up my next lot of dogs until after 12:30 because they have the slightly later group walk, and so they prefer the walk to be closer to 1 o'clock. So I need to make the pickup slightly later in order to accommodate that. For the rare occasion I actually have a break. I very rarely have a break on my working days. I usually work from the minute I start work to the minute I finish. I don't have a break at all. So I've gone to Morrison's and I've got myself some tiger rolls, and I've also got some, what has it gone? Got some Billy Bear, back on that. I've already added it to MyFitnessPal and I can comfortably say that I am still way within my calories.
It's now, the screen's going messy. Now day 4, and Jason accidentally sabotaged me last night, not on purpose. He'd had a long day at work, I'd had a long day at work, and he suggested getting a pizza in or getting a takeaway in. I said, yeah, sure, why not? I still had lots of calories left. I didn't need to worry about it, right? Jason ordered in a Papa John's pizza for us both. He got Hawaiian, I got pepperoni. I also got a cookie because I absolutely love the cookies from Papa John's. They are always so ooey gooey and gorgeous, yum. And as we know, I'm a very greedy girl. So I wanted to be completely open and honest with you guys exactly what I'd eaten yesterday, and it scared me. When I actually put it into MyFitnessPal, just how much calories that one pizza contained, it terrified me. I used to eat a large pizza and a whole cookie to myself. And I just realized last night just how many calories that actually is. It's a lot. I believe I had 5 slices of pizza because that was hot, and I recounted this morning. I definitely had 5 pieces of pizza, which is about half of the pizza, and I ate the entirety of the cookie. Now, I didn't actually eat the whole of the cookie to myself, but I couldn't remember. I think Jason had 1 slice. 1 slice is neither here nor there. And so I put the entire cookie and the 5 slices of pizza on MyFitnessPal, and good God, did I have a heart attack when I saw how much calories I had that day. The pizza and the cookie alone came to like 3,000 calories. It was terrifying. And I still had half a pizza to go. And when I actually saw how many calories there was per slice of pizza, I was like, so I'm having 3 slices now for breakfast, and I'm going to have 2 slices later on for dinner, and I'm going to have a Huel before I go to mermaid training tonight. And hopefully I'm going to take you guys with me to mermaid training.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Take a step back to see the truth around you. distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So it is now Monday, and I had a very long weekend. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, it's been a very long weekend. I am really struggling to speak right now. Both days, both Saturday and Sunday, I failed to track my calories because I had so much going on and there's so many things to do. Both days, on both Saturday and Sunday, I only actually had one meal per day. On the Saturday, when I went to a sleepover with friends with the parrots, and we actually had hot pot. We had a giant bowl of hot pot with a tomato broth and like fish and mushrooms and veggies, and it was really, really nice, really, really healthy. So I'm hoping that hasn't gone more than 2,000 calories in one meal. I can't imagine it would. It's really hard to eat 2,000 calories in one meal. So I'm hoping that was below 2,000 calories. On Sunday, I actually went to a Hanami event, which is like a flower viewing event, and we actually saw some wild ringnecks while we were out there, which was really, really cool. And again, I only had one meal all day, which was a meal with Jason. In the evening, I had a vegan dirty burger, which was really, really nice. And again, that burger plus the bao bun at the start, I believe the two combined came to about 1,100 calories ish. And then later in the evening, I also had a huel, which was about 400 calories. So I'm pretty confident I've actually had less than 2,000 calories in both of those days. But I failed to monitor it. I failed to actually check. But yesterday was the last day of the challenge. Today starts a new day of challenges. And I'm so tired. I cannot be bothered. But we said we're going to do this, so we're going to try and do it. Blarg. I think I might be feeling a bit demotivated because I've not given myself a reward for the end of each challenge. I'm just sort of doing them as like a challenge to myself. I'm hoping that's not really a reward in itself, but it kind of is. Can't explain it. But because today is the end of the challenge, it's time to go for weigh-in. Fuck! Well, that certainly isn't a number I wanted to see. I'm hoping my clothes have actually put on an extra like half a kilogram or something. I highly doubt it. So time to change weight on the board. And it's also time to change the challenge for the day. So that is going. Bye-bye challenge. And time for a new challenge. So here we go, as they say in Japanese, ganbatte.